Looks like the world's gone mad in some places. It's just insanity. It's nothing short of crazy. But it's to be expected with everything that's going on. Let's talk about what's going on. Even though our sun is in a solar minimum, the ultraviolet light of the sun is different now. It's higher. And it's also broadcasting a frequency and a harmonic tone that is completely different than anything we've ever seen before. Now, I don't know exactly when it started, but nonetheless, they're watching it now. During the COVID, they turned off most of the telescopes, if not all the telescopes. But some of the bigger ones on the planet, like down in Chile and the ones in Europe and in Asia, Hawaii, they were turned off because of the coronavirus. So they're just now putting those back online, and they're seeing some things and analyzing data for the very first time. Now, what we're talking about the sun here is that what's interesting about the ultraviolet that's hitting the planet being stronger, even though we're in a solar minimum, the frequency of the sun has changed, and we've talked about that in the past. At the same time, the Earth's magnetic field is getting weaker. And that's because we're looking at a shift in the magnetic field of the planet. And you and I have talked about that in the past as well. Now, the clouds, the blue clouds that typically hover over the North Pole, are now being seen on the 40th parallel. That's 40 degrees further south than they've ever been. So we know that there's a lot going on with the magnetic field. And they're not saying a whole lot. And what's interesting is, they had most of that data shut down during the coronavirus. So it's interesting that it's flipping. Okay, the magnetic field is flipping. And at some point it's going to flip. We don't know if we have months or a year or two, maybe at most, before the magnetic field flips. Now, what's interesting about that is that it's important